So, good evening, everyone, and I will wait few minutes more because very few participants have joined till now. So, hurry up. Good evening, everyone. Uh, yes, I will try to send the yesterday code today, and you can also watch the video again, and it will be better if you type the code rather than pasting the code or running it. Good evening. So, it is already 5:30. So I am going to start the class right now. Okay. So in the previous class, we have discussed about dictionary password cracker and zip brute forcer and in the previous class, we have also discussed about port scanner. So now you know a lot of things and we are going to know what is banner grabbing today. So please respond. I am audible to all of you. Good evening. Okay. 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 Then today we are going to discuss about banner grabbing. Okay. Fine. Okay. So first of all, we have to know what is banner grabbing, and we have already discussed about port scanner. So this is the next step. After that, you will do port scan. Okay. So in banner grabbing, actually, let me define it. It is a method used by an attacker or some or security teams to obtain information about network computer systems and services. Okay, so you can read it and you will know that what is banner grabbing. So, and today we are going to write the code of banner grabbing and perform banner grabbing. And okay, so now I'm going to move towards the VS Code where I can write the code. Okay, so we make a new BANR.py. Okay, okay, fine. Now I'm going to write the code. So you are already familiar with socket. So today we are only using socket, and with the help of socket, we can write banner grabbing code, banner grabbing script with Python very easily. Okay. So we have to create a function named banner, and we have to pass two arguments to banner grabbing. So first is IP and second one is port. Okay. So, okay. And S is equal to socket. You know what is socket? Socket is a function which is present in socket that we use. And after that, S dot connect. We have to connect with the IP as well as the port. Okay. Uh, in the connect function, we have to pass integer values. That's why I had used here int function to convert this port into integer if it is not an integer. Okay. So fine. Now I'm going to print s.recv function that I have discussed before class, and I will receive 1024. Okay. So, and we have to make the another function, which is the main function. Okay. And in main function, we have to take the input in the terminal. We are going to take the input from the terminal. So we have to use input. Okay. It will ask us to provide the input. So please enter the IP address. Okay. So school, and we'll provide port is equal to input, then please enter the port number. Okay. And we have to call the banner function IP and port. Okay, these are the arguments that we are going to pass. And finally, our code is over. Just one thing is missing. We have to call the main function. Okay, so this code is easy. You can understand it. And please reply that you can see it properly. Is it visible to all of you properly and you can understood? Okay, fine. So now I'm going to run the code, terminal, new terminal, and I will. So we have to pass an IP address. So we have to choose which IP address. So I want to scan our own website, Cybervidyapeeth. So I don't know what is the IP address of the Cybervidyapeeth. Can anybody comment down how can I resolve the IP address from the host name? Simply, I'm waiting for your answers. You can answer it in the comment section that how can I get the IP address from the host name? Nmap, yeah, you can use Nmap, but something that I am looking for is ping. Somebody has answered. Okay, very good. So I will ping cybervidyapeeth.in. Okay. So I will cancel it and you can see that we have got the IP address. Okay. So I will copy it. Okay. Now I'm going to run the script Python 3 and r.py. This is the name of the script that we have chosen. Okay. Somebody has answered ping. Okay. Very good. And after that, I will just enter. Okay, you can see that it is asking for the IP address and we have copied down the IP address of our website. So let's paste there and enter, and you can see please enter the port number. Okay, so I will type here 22, which is 4. You can answer it. I am asking you a question that I have discussed in the earlier class that 22 is for which service? Comment it down. I'm waiting for your answer. If somebody know, please comment down. That port number 22 is for which service? Yes, this is for SSH. Okay. So you can see that we are getting a output that SSH, Open SSH at 8.9.p1 Ubuntu is running there. Okay. And if you want the output in a better way, you can slice it. This is not a big deal. Okay. So have you understood how it is working, the banner grabbing? So we will try to resolve some other IP addresses. Okay, let me ping some websites like Flipkart.in. Okay, I have got the IP address. Okay, fine. Now I will try. So I will paste there the IP address, and I don't know what ports are running there. So it will be better that if I use nmap and find out which ports are running so that I can scan the banner grabbing, perform the banner grabbing. So let me open a new terminal and I will type here nmap. We are going to use nmap and uh, dash vvv. I want to get the output very verbosely and dash sv. Okay, and the IP address is here, and I'm not going to provide it the all ports because it will take too much time. So okay, it should be enough, and dash sc. Okay, that's fine. And there is a very good habit you should add in your pen testing is that you use T command, or you can redirect it to a report of nmap.txt. Okay, so what will happen? Let's see. Let the script to perform, and after that all the results will be stored in the report of nmap.txt. Okay, so for now I'm not going to save it. Okay, we can see here 54, 554 is open, 21 is open, 1723, 80, 21 is, I think it is FTP. Yes, it should be a FTP. So I think we should type here 21. It got stuck. That means it is not allowing us to grab the banner. Okay, that's fine. You can see that reset by peer. That means the server is not allowing us to perform banner grabbing on their IP address and port. Okay, fine. So it is very difficult for us that we'll scan each ports one by one. So what should we do? That we should make a banner grabber which can scan for multiple ports at a time. Okay, so I think we have to make a new all p banner dot py. We are going to make a banner grabber which can grab banner for multiple ports at a time. Okay, so now I'm going to write the code. Import, I'll just use socket command, socket module, and after that same, we'll create a function named banner and IP port. Okay, so after that, here I am giving a condition that if port equal to A or whatever you choose, I am choosing A. If I will pass the argument A, then it should perform some actions which I am going to write down here. What actions? Let's see. Port equal to. So I am going to grab banner of multiple ports at a time. So for that, I need to choose from where to where or how much. Okay. So here I am using a range which will help us to create a list which contains multiple ports, and I will write down here 21, 20. I'll choose 20 to 1024. Okay, and no, we do not have to write here 2. Okay. And I will type here 1 because I want that the gap between the iteration will be 1. That means 20, 21, 22, like that. Okay. And after that, I will iterate through the list. So for that, I have to use for each loop and for I in port. So port is a list, so I can iterate through it. And after that, let me write here print for now. I will remove it later. Just I am writing it for confirmation. And very important module, that is s equal to socket dot socket. Okay. And after that, the magic thing is here that we are going to use timeout. Okay. S equal to set time out, and I will provide timeout equal to 3. That means we are using a timeout because the reason behind is if somehow we are performing banner grabbing and we got stuck. So what will we do there? We have to time out, and that means we have to leave it and we have to move to the another port. Okay, that's why I am using here set timeout. Okay, and somebody has written their range 0 to 1024. Okay, fine. And after that, I'm going to use try because it may happen that the port may fail to, and the scanner may fail to resolve the port if there will be no port open there. So the banner grabber will fail to grab the banner, then we will, so that's why we'll using here try. Okay, s dot connect, and we are providing here IP. Okay, int I, and after that, no, okay, after that we are going to print, and in print we'll use the same receive recv and 1024. Okay, and we have to use except. Whenever we use try, that means we have to use except. Okay, okay, you can see that the red line is not there now. In except, we will just put continue. Okay, okay, it's fine. So after that, else s equal to s dot socket and s dot set time out, and we are providing here argument as 2 is enough. Okay, ठीक है. S dot connect IP and int port print s dot recv. Okay, and the main thing is that we have to make a main function def main, and IP is equal to input and we'll type here, please enter socket. Somebody has comment here. Okay. Yes. Please enter the IP address. Okay. Port is equal to str input. Please enter the port number. It's fine. After that, we have to call the function banner and IP port. Okay. Main function. So now I'm going to try it, and I think that I should explain it once more. So here we used import socket to import the socket module, and after that we have created a function banner. So here we made a port scanner which can scan for each ports one by one also, and can scan all the ports from 0 to 1024 at once. Okay, so for that we have written there, if port equal to capital A, which is a string, and after that port equal to range 0 to 1024, and the gap between them is 1. That means 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. So for I in port, print I. Okay, we are using print I just for verification. It is not needed. Oh, so I'm going to check the code first of all, that is working or not. So Python 3 all ban, sorry, all. Okay, ठीक है. After that, just enter. So it is asking for an IP address. Okay, fine. And after that, if I'll give a, so what will happen? Yes, it is working. You can see. Okay. So get stuck. Okay, no problem. So let me break down the code well before we continue. So here, after that, we used s equal to socket dot socket, and after that s equal to set timeout. Okay, you have understood why I am using timeout, because if somehow our connect process get stuck, then we have to timeout, because it will get stuck for forever. So to counter these situations, we have to use it. And after that, we are using try, because it can give us, throw us error, because if there will be no open port, then it should throw an error that time. That's why here we are using try, and in accept we are continue. We are doing continue. We will iterate through the next port after that. Okay, and if there will the input will not be capital A, that means it should work normally. So for that, just it will take the argument from here, and it will pass in the connect like we have done in the previous code in the for each port. Okay, and after that we had made the main function in which we are taking the IP address, and in the next line we are taking the port number. Okay, and we are passing them to this the function banner IP and port, and we are finally calling the main function. Okay, somebody have written there in line 16. Yes, you are right. Absolutely, you are right. Okay, so now I'm going to run. So here, let me type Python 3. Okay, after that, all all pbanner.py, and okay, after that we'll paste the IP address, and after that we'll enter the port number is A. So you can see that it is going 0, 1, 2. It will iterate up to 1024 until he found all the banners. So I think it will not resolve any. It will take too much time. That's why I am going to change this from 0 to 1024 rather than I will type here 20. Okay, and after that I'll use, first of all, I'll ping cybervidyapeeth.in, and you can see we have got, okay, so Python 3, after that all banner, all banner.py, paste the IP address, and port number is A, so that you can see here 2021. After that it has printed that in 22 an SSH is running. Okay, so if you leave this code to continue, it will find out all the banners present there. Okay, so please comment down if you have some doubts, or you can also watch the code, and I am waiting for your comments. I will try to resolve your doubts. Okay, so first of all, watch the code for few minutes. Okay, I am giving you a few minutes to summarize all the things and you can understand better. Okay, I am getting some comments. Please scroll up. Okay. So it's pretty clear. Okay. So you are asking for the code for all ports. Okay. I'll try to provide it. So you can also try one good thing that you make a port scanner which can take your input and like you want to scan from port number 20 to port number 80. So you can customize it in your way. Okay. So there is no more open ports there. That's why it is not providing any output. So just leave it for now. It's some crashes. Okay. Okay. So now is it clear to all of you? So we should try with more IP addresses. We are just using the socket module and we are receiving the response with the RECV. It is working like a port scanner. Yes, it is working like a port scanner. It is more simple code than a port scanner. So it is clear to all of you right now. And if you want, then I will summarize all the things from the beginning because few people have joined later. So, okay, let me summarize it from the beginning. So I have discussed about banner grabbing. So banner grabbing, it is a method used by an attacker or a security teams to obtain information about network computer systems and services running. So I have discussed in the first class some basic concepts about networking, that what are IP addresses, what are domain, what are protocols, what are services. Okay. So if somebody wants to know some basics of networking, you can watch that video. And after that, now I'm moving towards my code, which is banner. So in this code, we have made a simple banner grabbing script in which we will provide IP address and the port number. And after that, it will simply grab the port, grab the banner of the port service running on that IP address to the exact port. So we have created a banner function in which passing a IP address and port. Okay. So we are using socket function, which is a predefined function present in socket module. And we are using also a more function, which is also in this socket, which is connect. And with connect, we will send the response. And after that, we will receive it with RECV. And after that, we will print whatever we have received. Okay. So in the main function, we are taking input of IP address and port. And after that, we are using the function to call the function IP and port, passing these arguments. And we are just calling the main function. So this is how this banner.py is working. So if I'll go to my terminal, otherwise I will use nmap. We should try for some other ports and some other. We have to cross check that our banner is working or not. So I will scan some websites like uh, Ping. nmap dash vvv dash sc dash sv to some websites like, can you give me an example to which site we should scan? Okay, I will try it for so lenscart dot in. So this is the IP address and some ports are open here. Okay, so please wait for the scan, and after the scan we will check that how many ports are open and which services are running on that. And you can also try these commands on your side. You have to just simply run the nmap command. If you are in Linux environment, then most of the Linux environment should have nmap by default, most preferably in Debian systems. So it is taking too much time. So what we can do here is we can see that these ports are open. So we'll apply this scan for these specific ports. Sir, why you have used 1024? Because 1024 is the max that we can receive in a banner, because it will not be too much larger than 1024. All you can also decrease. It is, you can understand it like we are receiving 1024 bytes. Is it clear? We can decrease 1024, but it is standardly we are using 1024. Okay. So the scan is taking too much time. So what we are going to do to save the time is I'm going to cancel it, and I will just change dash P port 21 21 1723 80 554. Okay, let's see what will happen here. So it will be better if we use our port scanner to scan it. So we'll get the result little faster than it. So where is our port scanner? Okay, there is our port scanner. And here I will just go to the terminal and Python 3 all port scan.py, and we are going to put here lenscart.in, and we will find out that dash p a. Okay. There's some scan results for, okay. Oh, I have changed it to all. So it has scanned all the ports. Okay. So let me redirect it to a txt file so we can look it better. uh, port scan report.txt. Okay, cat port scan.txt, and I am using here less command. Okay, so okay, we can see here there is a 80 port is open and we are getting bad request. Okay, because there are some filters. Okay, and the server is AWS ELV. You can see that it is using the server AWS. Okay, after that we'll check, and after that, oh, all the ports are filtered or closed, I think. Yes, all the ports are closed and most of the ports are filtered. Okay, it's fine. Let's close it. And it is still running because I've used dash sc. That's why. So we have understood a lot of things, that how we can do port scanning, how we can grab banner. So if you and you should also explore a more tool which is Netcat. We are also going to use this tool later. Like you can see that here 21 is open. That means it is FTP. And in some websites, if you use Netcat, actually Netcat is called as a army knife because you can connect to any ports with Netcat in many situations. Like here you can see the IP address is this. I'll print here this, and port number is 21. No, it is not allowing us to connect. Okay, fine, just leave it. So I'm giving you a simple task. It will take few minutes. Go and explore what is Netcat. Okay. And if somebody know what is Netcat, you can also comment it down. So we'll take a little break, and after that we'll discuss about cell, reverse cell, and bind cell. Okay. So till now you can watch the video of today and recap this. And if you have still any doubt, I will try to clear it. And after that, we will move to the another code. Okay. So there is a 15 minutes break. I will start the class 6:30. Okay, I will start the class at 6:30. So we are back. I'm going to start the new topic. So, okay then. We are going to discuss about the cells. There are two types of cell. Okay, let me go there. Okay. So, am I audible and visible to you? Please reply somebody. Somebody has answered about Netcat. Yes, you are right. Okay, so I'm going to start. Okay, fine. So, two types of cell we are going to discuss. When an attacker attacks to a target, then if he gain the cell, then there are two conditions. He can get the cell or do whatever he wants to do by two ways. One is reverse cell, and one is bind shell. Okay, so I'm going to discuss about both. So first I'm going to discuss about bind cell. Bind cell. So what happens in a bind cell? Like this is the attacker machine. Okay. This is the attacker machine. And this is the server. Okay. So if attacker executes his cell to the server, then this is called as bind cell, in which the attacker sends his cell to the server. This is called bind cell. And what happens in the scenario of reverse cell? Let's see. Reverse cell. So let's see. Here is the attacker. Attacker machine is here, and here is the server. So if somehow attacker can gain the cell of the server, it is called as reverse cell. So what are the difference between the reverse cell and bind cell? You understood, you have understood the scenarios of both. Now we'll discuss what are the difference. Okay. So most of the times we use reverse cell. And one of the main reason is that to bypass the firewall. If you are using bind cell, then it is a high chances that you get detected. So we use reverse cell most of the times. Okay. And what happened in reversal? In reversal, we send the actually we get the server cell to our side. This is called reversal. And in bind cell, we send our cell to the server. Okay. And how we do this thing, how we performs this, actually, if this is the attack machine, we have to on listener, which will listen the coming reversal. Okay, so I'm going to perform it. So before that, I am giving you a brief demonstration. Okay, so this is the server, and this to get that cell, you have to on your listener on a specific port like 4444, whatever you choose. And we are transferring the cell from the server to the attacker. Okay, so now we are going to write the code of the reversal. And give me a minute. I'm going to VS Code. Okay. Till now, you have any doubts? Let me check the comment. Okay, no doubt. Okay, fine. So I'm going to write the code and I will break it down for you easily. Okay, so we are using the OS module. Actually, we use OS module when we are going to use some terminal commands or cell commands. Then we use OS. And specifically, we are using here Duke 2. And I will explain you where we use this from sub process import run. Okay, so after that import socket. These three are the one that we are going to use. I will explain it, don't worry. Socket dot socket, and here we have to provide actually what we are going to do here. Socket dot af inet. Somebody please comment down why we use af inet. I have explained you in the previous class. I'm waiting. And after that, socket dot so strek. Okay. Yes, somebody is trying to type. You are right. Okay. IPv4. Okay, that's fine. So we have created this step socket, and after that, we are going to use connect. Okay. S dot connect, and we have to provide here the IP address. I am using 127.0.0.1 because I am doing this demonstration in my own laptop. Okay, That's why I am using this 127.0.0.1. Actually, anybody can say that what this about this IP address? Anybody know? Localhost, somebody is typing localhost. So go and search about what is loopback address. Okay. So actually it is called as loopback address. Okay, fine. So let's continue. We are going to provide here the port number. I am using here 4444. Okay. After that, do. So I have to explain here why I'm using do. So actually, when you are using a terminal, okay. So many times you are providing here input, many times you are getting the output, okay. So and sometimes you get error, okay. So for the input we using, and for output and for also error, for these three things we are using dupe 3. Okay, so let me write the three things here as dot file number 0. 0 is for standard input. I think yeah, it is for standard input, and one of them is for standard output as dot file no 1, and dupe 2 equal to as dot file no. Okay, so we are performing the input, output, and standard operations. We have to perform these activities there. That's why we are using dupe 2. So don't worry about what is dupe 2, and you don't have to read each and everything about dupe 2. So focus here about what we are using and what is the need of it. Okay, so after that, as I had shown there, we are using sub process import run. So now it's time to call run. So run, we are using the run function. So please somebody comment down that if you know that what is the cell that I am using here. Can you name what is the name of the cell? Simply just type about the Linux terminal. Yes, I got the answer. Somebody has typed bash. Yes, you are right. Okay, so bin bash. This is the location of this bash, and so we are transferring this bin bash. That's why I written here dash I. Okay, so okay, bash somebody has written once. Okay, you're right. So our script is ready now. So how can I demonstrate it to you? I have created another user. So let me open. Okay. So what I have to do here, I'm switching my user to another user that I have named Bumblebee. Okay. It is asking me for the password. Okay. I know. Now, if I type here, who am I? Then you can see it is saying, yes, you are Bumblebee. Okay. And if I'll type here, Who am I? That is saying you are Rocky. Okay. So there are two users. One is Bumblebee and one is Rocky. So Rocky wants to attack on Bumblebee, and somehow he had got some way so that he can open a listener, or somehow he luckily got that there is a port open. So what I am going to do here, I will run this script Python 3. After that, reverse shell, and here I am going to listen. Actually, Netcat, and after that, after that we have to provide NVLP for listening and port number 4444. So after that, what will happen? That the cell of the Rocky will go to the Bumblebee. Here in this scenario, Bumblebee is attacking Rocky. Okay. So we have to start the listener. You can see that it is saying listening on 0000 IP address, which is also a local host, and this is the 4444 port number. Okay. So after that, I'm going to run the command. Okay. The script. So there is some error. So where is the error? Let's find it. Let me read it from OS import div 2. After that, one more thing I have to add here, I think. It is shebang. Shebang user bin Python 3. No, it is not necessary. Okay, fine. From OS import div 2, spelling is right. So process import run import socket. I have not saved it. Okay, let's try it once more. Connection refused. Then I will change the port number. Connection received. Connection was received. Okay. Let me again start the netcat. Netcat dash nvlp 4444. Okay. And there is some error. Sub process. Okay, don't worry. I have written the code before here. I'm going to run from here. Fine. So I will run this code, and I think the netcat has been turned off. Connection received. Okay, it's fine. Let me exit it first, and SU Bumblebee. Don't worry. RCKY. Okay, fine. So I will use nano. I will try to attack from that side. I'll copy the code. I will paste it there. Nano rev.py. Oh, I need sudo permissions. Okay, fine. Sudo nano rev.py. It's not allowing me because I haven't given it that much permissions. So okay, fine. So let me start here. Netcat dash nvlp 4444. Okay, listening, and I will run the I think it should work. Yes, connection is received, and you can see that before I was Bumblebee, and now I am this Rocky. Okay, have you understood what is happening there? Please reply somebody. So, and if I have got the cell of Rocky, but I am Bumblebee, then you can see that I can run the commands. And who am I? Then you can see I am Rocky. So if I type here exit, okay, let me explain it once more. So actually what we are doing here, this is the code, and we are using the OS module to import the Duke 2 because we have to pass the error, standard input and standard output to the other host. Okay, so we are using the second sub process, and we are using it run from it because we have to pass this bin bash to the other machine or attackers machines or wherever. And we are using s equal to socket dot socket AFI net for IPv4 and sockstream in TCP method. Okay, so I have discussed about what is this 127.0.0.1. You can also call it as local host or address, and you can also call it as loopback address. And we had supplied the port here is 4444. Okay, so the reason behind that I had said you to Google it what is Netcat, because we need Netcat to listen, or one side we have to listen and one side we have to run the script where we are transferring our cell. Okay, so here you can see that I am user Bumblebee, and here I am the user, sorry, Rocky. Okay, and if I will run this script on my side and somebody is listening here with Netcat on the same port number, and if I will run this command of sending this bash, then he will receive my terminal, my bash. Okay, so I haven't run. First I have to run it. I have started the listener. Now I'll run the script. Then you can see that now I have the cell of the Rocky, but I was Bumblebee before. So this is how reverse cell works. Okay, in this scenario, this Bumblebee was the attacker who was waiting for the cell by starting a listener on the port number 4444, and somehow he had run the script on the attacker side, and after the running of script he have got the cell of target. Okay, okay, you understood. Thank you everybody. Is there any doubt or any other questions you can ask, or I will just summarize and end the class. If there will be any doubt, you can ask to me. I'm waiting here. So I will close it. Exit. Now I am back, Bumblebee, and I will exit it once more. Now I am Rocky. Okay, you are talking about scenarios in which real scenarios. Okay, so like you are using a VMware. Okay, so when you type ifconfig in both of your Linux machine, then you will see that if you are connected to a same network, you should be a same network. Otherwise, you should use VMware. Okay. So like, let me open it. Okay. I should explain why somebody is asking why double exit. Double exit because first exit was to move back from the sale to the normal user, and after that I had exit to close the terminal. So let me explain the real world scenario here. The listener will randomly try any port, and somehow he will manage to get the target site port. No, actually we have defined that this port is open and we have to connect with this port. Okay, it is not working randomly. So you are asking about real world scenarios. So first of all, you have to understand IP address. Okay. Okay, so you have to understand IP address. So two types of IP address. I will discuss it briefly: private and public. Okay. So private IP address are those IP address which are in your LAN network or the Wi-Fi that you are using in your home, and which is and the IP address can't deal with internet. Okay, no internet. If you want to go to internet, you have to pass through NAT gateway. Okay, and in public IP address, you have an unique IP address by which you can use internet. So in scenario like you are using a machine like here, there is a virtual machine. You are running a VMware and it is your primary boot. So here is the cell of your primary OS, and here is a VM running Linux. Okay. So if you do here ifconfig and you are connected to a Wi-Fi, your Wi-Fi will resolve through your DHCP server a IP address. Okay. So somehow you will get 192.1.168.1. Because you are in a small LAN network, so this type of IP address you may got. Okay, so 1.5, and the IP address of this 192.168.1.7. And if you will be in large network, then your IP should start with 172 dot like that. Okay, so here you are in your local network of your home, so you should try it. So you have checked that the IP address of one VM, the VM was 192.168.1.5, and the another one was 192.168.1.7. Okay, so what you will do here is you will simply type here the IP of the machine that you are going to attack. Okay, and after that you will start a listener on the another side, and where you are starting the listener, you do not have to care about that what is my IP. So you just have to know the attackers. You just know that this one IP, and dash NVLP, and we have to define port number. Okay, whatever port you choose, and by this way you can attack in a local area network. Okay. And if you are using public IP, you can also attack with public IP, like somebody is sitting here in home and he's trying to attack on somebody. He's in a, these two computers are not in same network. not same network. Okay, so how they can attack? If luckily or you have got your static IP, which you can buy. If you have a static IP, then you can start your listener there, and you can run the script by providing the IP address of your static IP. Okay, so static IP, go and watch out what is static IP. So if somehow you have run the script by running a listener on your side and providing your static IP, you can get access to the machine. Okay, have you got it? Okay, okay, let me break it down. Like which IP we want to give if A is victim and B is attacker. Okay, like A is the attacker and B is the victim. Okay, so if you are using Netcat, if you are listening, that means you have to run the script there, and you have to provide your IP there, AIP. Have you got it? If you are using reversal. Okay, what about dynamic IP? No, in dynamic IP, it will not work like that. You have to do port forwarding, which is a advanced topic. I'm not going to say forwarding. You can watch it on Google. Okay. Have you got your answer? What will happen in the dynamic IP? Okay. So I think that I am clear to all of you. So do you have still any doubt? You can ask. Otherwise, I will end the class here today. Actually, you are asking a question that banner grabbing is an offense, and how we can term it as defense. Uh, let's assume that you have a company and you hired some pen testers to check your security. If you can provide, if you are providing your banner and you are not using any filter or you are not tempering your banner, then the attacker can easily, and your pen tester will know that you are using these services. And if you know that these services are running, and first of all, whenever you got that here open SSH is running 8.602, whatever is running, you will try to find that is there a public exploit available. So where you will search for the exploit, search exploit, or you can use metasploit, or you can find it on exploit db. Okay, so we will look for the exploit. If it will be available, you can easily exploit it. Okay, so some in some cases we should hide our banner, or we should temper, like we should not provide that this version we are running. Okay, if we are not up to date and we are providing that this version is running on our website, and if somehow there will be some scripts available on this website, then you can easily attack that and you can exploit that. Okay, okay, I think that today's session is clear to all of you, and I think I should stop the class here. So do you have still more doubts, or otherwise I will clear the class and I will discuss some more thing. Yes. Somebody is saying masking the data. Yes. Like we used to filter our ports. Same we are using for banner. Okay, fine. So I'm going to end the class. Thank you, everybody. Okay, I will share. I will ask to share. Okay, thank you, everybody. Okay, okay, I will share. Or okay, fine.